So we're back in the studio.
Yes, we are.
Another radio play.
Very old-timey.
Very old-timey. It's hillbilly radio play tonight. I got a feeling my dad would have listened to this and just said, well, that ain't right.
Yeah. It ain't. It so ain't.
It ain't. We are joined by Emily Schooley, who's played with us before, so welcome back. Yeah. And the best way to listen to this, I guess, is just imagine it as dirty as we're playing it, because
just go with it.
I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry.
And once you hear it or see it, you can't unhear it or see it.
That's true.
As with most things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is just what it is.
We're guesstimating that at its latest, it probably came from the early 50s, but possibly the 40s and maybe the late 30s.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a local news play for the local 4-H clubs, basically.
Yeah, I think they had actual kids from 4-H clubs come in and
read the bits.
Yeah, it featured students of the radio workshop.
Woohoo!
Yeah. It's kind of like a soap opera.
Under the director of Richard Wanamaker.
Richard Wanamaker.
Wank.
So yeah, fun with a tractor and
fun with a tractor.
Written by.
It's gonna get really dirty really quick.
Here too.
Oh, there we go. Original broadcast.
William Mallon.
Original broadcast circa 1951.
Oh, nice.
See?
Nice.
I know my lingo. All right, so let's just. There's nothing to do but just jump right in and giggle. So
that's what he said.
Brace yourself. Really? All right, so here we go.
Club meeting noises.
And then she said,
he said,
"Come on, all you 4-Hers, gather around for another meeting of the Hop to It Club." Order! Order! Let's come to order. The Hop to It Club is now in session. From the radio workshop comes another meeting of the Hop to It Club, a special bi-weekly program which tells the story of 4-H clubs all over the state. Today's dramatized story is called Fun with a Tractor. And following our play, you'll hear the latest news and information for all 4-H clubbers.
Or you would if we were reading that part of the script.
This is true.
And if it still existed.
And let's be honest, it was fake news. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Alternate facts.
The Hop to It Club is assembled here in the studios of the Radio Workshop, ready to bring you today's story, Fun with a Tractor. The boys of the Hop to It Club have decided to take the new project offered in their subscription to tractor maintenance. We find them at one of the first meetings held for the project. The meeting is nearly finished, as we hear Mr. Avery, their project leader.
Mr. A, I like how he's called too.
Hey, Mr. A.
So, at the next meeting, boys, we'll have a report from each of you on your tractor maintenance. Don't forget to take along your set of worksheets. Do a good job on those tractors. And I'll see you all at the next meeting. That's all for today. Meeting adjourned.
I'm gonna clean my pipe.
By the way, fellows, don't forget to bring your fathers to the next meeting. We have quite a bit to talk over with them.
Oh, no, I don't even have a dad.
Okay, sure, I guess. I don't like my dad.
Hey, Jim, wait a minute.
Oh, hi, Nick.
You going home?
Uh-huh. Come on over.
Ride home with me.
Okay. Wasn't that a swell meeting? I sure learned a lot about our tractor. This is gonna be fun.
Have fun with a tractor. Don't kid yourself. It's hard work and dirty, too.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty.
Did you get a set of the worksheets on tractor maintenance?
No, I didn't bother with it.
Well, how are you going to take care of your tractor if you don't know how it works?
Well, I took a couple of notes during the meeting, and besides, anybody who owns a tractor should know how it runs. Mine runs like clockwork.
I didn't know all those things about ours.
Well, I did. I've put it around my motors for years. It was just the basic facts he told us. Everybody should know those.
Say, why don't you come over to the house tomorrow after school and we'll work on my father's tractor together.
Gosh, I hope it doesn't take too long. I gotta fix my dad's too.
Oh, it'll only take a couple of minutes. After all, what's so hard about looking at a tractor motor. The hardest thing I have to do is persuade Dad to let me fix it. Evening, Dad.
Oh, hello, Jim. Well, and how was your meeting tonight?
Oh, swell. We learned about tractors, how they run, and how to keep them running.
Sounds like it was a good meeting. But tinkering with tractors is serious business. Hope you learned something.
I sure did.
Wink.
Say, Dad,
Yes?
our tractor ain't been running too well lately, has it? I mean, it stalls and uses a lot of gas.
Now, Jim, don't get any ideas.
I just thought, seeing as how I know quite a bit about tractors now, I might look at it.
No, Jim!
Come
the tractor.
Just a peek?
No, I'm gonna have our dealer serviceman up to look at it in a few days. He'll fix it up for us.
But, Dad, I have to look at it. We have to make a report at the next meeting on servicing the air cleaner in our tractor. And if I don't have any report, they'll think I'm awful.
But Jim,
And you're supposed to come to the meeting, too.
I am?
Yes. And you wouldn't want me to stand up in front of all those people and say you wouldn't let me touch our tractor.
No,
They'd laugh at me.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
They would?
Yes, and you too.
They wouldn't.
Please, Dad.
All right, you win. But remember, don't touch anything.
Thanks, Dad. And don't you worry, I'll just look. Oh, yeah.
Sure you know what you're doing, Jim?
Now, Nick, you just stand there and watch.
But I thought your father said you weren't to touch anything.
Now, how am I going to learn about tractors if I don't work on them? You have to have a little practical experience, too. You can't just read about it all the time.
Well, what are you gonna do first?
Dear Penthouse, clean the air cleaner so cleaner air can get into the engine. Let's see now. Air cleaner, air cleaner. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll just take this clamp off. And off my other nipple.
Jim, that's a carburetor. And I don't even want to know how it got there.
What do you mean, carburetor? I know an air cleaner when I see one.
But look at this diagram in the worksheets. It looks just like that thing. And
Worksheets
it's
you didn't
labeled
take with you?
Carburetor. You shut up. Fake news.
Sad!
Gosh, you're right. Even though I like motors, I can still learn a lot. Here it is, isn't it?
Let's see. Yeah, that's it.
If I can get it off,
Just like that, right there.
there. Boy, look at it. It's all dirty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it is. Full of dust.
Well,
That's what my dad
Dust.
said it was.
Let's call it dust.
It's special farm dust.
well, I'll clean it up so it's like new. Say, Nick, look at that pipe.
Where?
Right there, where I took the air pre-cleaner off.
That's disgusting.
Actually says that in the script. A pipe. And it's dirty too.
Oh, yeah. Looks like dirt and ground up leaves.
What?
I better take that off too and clean it.
My dad says that's manscaping. But Jim, don't go fooling with that pipe. It's going to go off.
But it's so full of dirt. Look, I can't even get the screwdriver in the center. It's so clogged. And some people pay good money for that.
Maybe it's supposed to be plugged up, like my grandpa. You didn't even know what it is.
Sure I do. It's a pipe, an air intake pipe. It takes the air into the cleaner from out in the open.
Well, it's the last line I have for the night. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
You just watch me, Nick, and in no time I'll have this tractor running like it was brand new.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
That's what we need.
The transition music has changed.
And after I got the air cleaner and the air intake pipe cleaned, I put them all back together again.
Wow, Jem, you certainly have made a good report on your tractor maintenance. I'm glad you learned something from the last meeting. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go on with the rest of the report?
Yes, there is, Mr. Avery. You see, my father told me not to touch anything in the tractor,
Wow.
just to look. So, if he finds out that I did all this, he might get mad at me. So, do you think you can keep it our secret?
Ha ha! Why, Jim, if your father were here now, I bet he'd be glad that. But I am here. Been here for some time.
Dad, what are you doing here? I thought you said you wouldn't be able to be here tonight.
Well, I sort of changed my mind after I started the tractor. I thought I ought to see you right away.
Oh! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Is something wrong, Dad?
Wrong? Jim, I told you not to touch our tractor. But you did. And for once, I'm glad you disobeyed me. You fixed that old tractor so it runs like a new one. And you saved me an expensive repair bill.
Why, thanks, Dad. Oh, Dad, I'd like you to meet Mr. Avery. He's our instructor in tractor maintenance.
How do you do, Mr. Avery? You certainly are doing a fine job teaching these boys. I only wish that more of the parents could come to these meetings and... I'm so sorry.
You picked this one.
See how they're run. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Actually,
Johnson.
Anytime that a parent wants to come to one of our meetings, he's welcome. And by he, I mean not she, and I just mean white he's, strictly.
1951, folks.
We like to see them here so we can show them what a fine job 4-H is doing for their youngsters. Well, Mr. Avery, you can count on me to attend more 4-H club meetings in the future. And just to show you and the boys here how grateful I am, I'm going to take the money that Jim saved me by fixing my tractor and have the biggest party for you that you've ever seen.
Dear
Yeah.
Penthouse.
Gosh, that's swell. Gosh, my dad will never let me touch his tractor.
Pretty big parties in my day.
Scene.
Yup. Wow.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yep.
Just rude. Rude.
Good thing we didn't get to Mr. Edwards' remarks. God knows what they went.
So there it was, folks.
Yeah.
Fun with a
4-H club.
tractor.
Who says 4-H clubs aren't fun?
Come on, all those,
Pipes.
young nubile boys.
You
And,
know.
I don't
Well,
think
that
girls-
rolling in the hay.
yeah.
You know. Oh boy.
Just
Oh, boy.
watch me, Nick.
Just watch.
Don't touch, just look.
That's
What
what my
do you
dad
do
does.
first.
It only takes a few minutes.
Yeah. I can
And-
just get this off. Oh, there.
And of course, for those of you who are watching, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And you can find our audio podcast on iTunes. And of course, YouTube for the videos and tons more swell stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. Pay attention.
And for the train wreck of a read-through, I mean, where all the filth really started to accumulate. Become a Mind Rose patron on Patreon. And you get unlimited access to all the full footage of all of our interviews
Right.
and our
All the dirty talk.
all our plays.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Uncut.
I love that swell crept into your vocabulary there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
swell. Swell's a great word.
Yeah, well,
Word.
and it's an action.
Yup. It works both ways. And on that note,
Just like Nick's dad.
Yeah.
Oh,